Australian hunk Ryan Kwanten may play a ladies' man on screen.
What am I thinking about right now? You know, in my brain.
I bet you're wondering if you're going to be able to get us back to your place tonight. And if so, how out of control are things going to get?
You girls are gonna make great vets.
But how does he fare in real life? Find out on Razor Pop. Russell Crowe, Hugh Jackman, the late Heath Ledger, Sam Worthington, and now True Blood star Ryan Kwanten, along with Thor's Chris Hemsworth, joined a long line of Aussie hotties to make it big in Hollywood. Voted Man of the Year by GQ Australia last year, Ryan was in town recently to plug his latest movie, Australian romantic comedy Grief the Invisible, at the Singapore International Film Festival.
That's the grief.
I have powers to uphold justice and defend the innocent.
The 34-year-old shot to fame in Tinseltown 4 years ago, playing dim-witted hunk Jason Stackhouse in hit HBO vampire series True Blood.
Listen, I like to do manly things, but I like baby.
Never mind he's a himbo in True Blood. With moves like that, it's no wonder why girls are going gaga. Are you used to girls staring at you naked now? Did the sex scenes ever worry you?
No, you still get nervous shooting them, but you know, the fact that an Academy Award winner is writing the scripts, I feel a little bit safer.
Are you used to girls fawning over you and guys as well?
It's not something that I've set out to achieve. Oh, I want to be a sex symbol today or in the next year. I feel like it's just a byproduct of the job. I think if people see me as, you know, an actor first, anything else is kind of something else.
Are you popular with girls in real life? I mean, growing up in high school, were you?
Well, I'm still single, so I don't know if that means I'm popular or unpopular. But, I love girls, but I'm unfortunately or fortunately too busy sometimes with work to really give a girl the time that she deserves.
He has no time for love and no time for the gym as well. Ryan tells us his sculpted body is not a product of a gym workout nor a special diet.
I don't work out in the gym. I hate the gym. Yeah.
So how do you achieve the body? Yeah.
I run a lot. You know, I box, yoga, pretty much anything. I like being outdoors. Growing up in Australia, we have the beach. Most of Australia lives on the beach, 90% of our population. So I love swimming, just, you know, getting outside and breathing the fresh air. To me, that's sort of more exciting than being cooped up in the gym.
Do you have to go on a special diet, you know, high protein, that kind of thing?
No, I don't. Some people may, but it's not my thing. I love food too much, and I love, you know, I'm Australian too, so we love to have alcohol and have a bit of a drink. And, no, I feel like life is there to be enjoyed. I feel like if you start giving yourself these little restrictions on how to live your life, you become not so happy. And I never want to be that guy at a dinner table that sort of says, oh, I would love to have that chocolate cake, but I can't, I want to diet. That sounds crazy. Now into its 4th season, True Blood has gained a loyal following for its blend of supernatural, dark humor, and of course, hot vampire sex.
We ain't gonna kill you.
We gonna make a baby. You and me.
No, silly. You and me.
But 2 questions. Why is he all right with this? And also, if he ain't part of the baby making, what's he getting naked?
But is playing Jason still a challenge for Ryan?
Look, he's always a bit of a challenge because he's always so in these crazy situations and doing things that I would never do. So I always have to be on my toes and ready for whatever the writers are going to write. And then even when I'm in the scenes, quite often I don't even know where I'm going to go because Jason's so kind of spur of the moment and anything that can happen will happen. So it's just nice for me to be able to turn off that little clock or that little thinking brain of mine and just not think. Because Jason doesn't really think that much, so it's just go with it.
Maybe Jesus was the first vampire. I mean, he rose from the dead too. And he told people, hey y'all, drink my blood. It'll give you special powers.
So a lot of people say that Jason's not very bright, but what's your take on him?
I think he's very naive. I think he's very innocent. Sometimes narrow-minded. But at the same time, I feel like he's the kind of guy that can do bad things, or sometimes even what may be construed as evil things, and you would forgive him because he comes from this place of naivety. And that, to me, is more about what he is than not being so bright. You know, he's obviously not an intelligent guy, but he's intelligent in other ways, I guess.
Streetwise, yeah.
Yeah, maybe streetwise,
Yeah.
exactly.
Next up for Ryan is yet another Australian film not suitable for children.
Well, this is my third one in 3 years. Sort of the first one was Red Hill, and then Griff, and now the one I've just finished shooting is called Not Suitable for Children, which is sort of it's a comedy about the male biological clock. How we always hear about the female biological clock, how they need kids and they're on their way, but you never really hear the male's perspective on that. And so this is a very sort of comedic take on my character whose time clock whose baby clock is ticking.
How important is it for you to be involved in films like Grief, which is produced in Australia?
It's very important. I feel like, you know, Australia is very similar to Singapore in the fact that we're a very sort of isolated country, but we do have access to everything around it. And like Singapore, we have a very kind of healthy film industry, and have so many artists that their stories need to be told. And so for me, being an actor that has made it, I guess, in Hollywood, to come back and to my roots and to sort of be thankful for what it's done for me, it's so important.
Next, Ryan talks about his transformation from hunk to geek.